Hi friends, Assalamu alaikum. This is Gaurav and today I am here to discuss the sources of knowledge. First of all, what is knowledge? Knowledge is basically the awareness or understanding of a particular aspect of reality. Basically, to get the information about a specific topic or about a specific aspect or reality, we can say that it's the knowledge. Another definition is the knowledge is the clear and logical information gained to the process of the reasons applied to the reality. Basically, in knowledge, we want to know the reality of something, why the something is happened, why something is so, etc. So we can see that the reality of everything is the knowledge. Similarly, we can also say that knowledge can be defined as the justified true and belief mean justified thing that we can repeat through our experiments or our knowledge. Similarly, the our beliefs or the religionist things that come from our religiousness, our faiths, etc., are also the knowledge. If we discuss about the sources of knowledge, there are a lot of sources of knowledge. Mean the ways or the medium through which we gain the knowledge, but the main sources of knowledge are the uh, first one is the experiments. In our sciences, the most important and basic source to get our knowledge is the experiment. What are the experiment? Experiments are the scientific procedure to get an information. We use these scientific ways to get information to gain the knowledge. Basically, this knowledge that's gained through the experiments are the scientific knowledge. We can say scientific knowledge. Why? Because it is a repeatable knowledge. We can prove this knowledge that's through our experiments, repeatable experiment. We can defend these types of knowledge. That's why we can say that the experimental this is an experimental knowledge. As we can say that it's a repeatable knowledge, and we can cross check it if for example we simply say that the water molecules made up of hydrogen and oxygen, two molecules of oxygen. We can repeat it, we can reject it at every place, at every time, etc. Similarly, this knowledge gained through this process is more reliable as compared to the other other sources of knowledge. Yes, why this type of knowledge is more reliable? Because we can repeat it, we can get this type of knowledge through scientific procedure which are approved by researchers, etc. That's why we can say that it is a repeatable knowledge. And I am also discussing about the scientific methodology or scientific knowledge, that we use specific methodology in which we discuss about the uh, collection of the data, hypothesis, and then the publications of the data, etc. That's why there are many more stuff from which such types of knowledge runs and reach to us. That's why we say that this is an uh, reliable and repeatable type of knowledge. Second one is the knowledge gained through the process of as knowledge through empiricism is directly related or similar types of knowledge that's to the knowledge gained to the experiments. This type of knowledge were mainly gained through two modes. First one is the observations, and second one is the experiments. These types of knowledge is also we can say it's a scientific knowledge gained through both experiments as well as the observations. The properties of such types of knowledge is that these types of knowledge is the scientific knowledge. reliable knowledge, valid knowledge. uh, why these types of knowledge is scientific? Because we use different types of uh, observation or scientific procedure for gaining such knowledge. For example, if we discuss about such knowledge, the response of plants and animals against different stimuli. If we discuss about that, if we increase the temperature of a certain environment, and we say discuss how the temperature affect the daily activities of plants or animals. This type of knowledge is known as knowledge through empiricism. Yes, knowledge through authorities. The basic and main types of knowledge is the type of knowledge which gain through the authorities. Authorities mean the persons who have some experience, who have some previous knowledge, which may gain through their educational purposes, procedures, or may gain through their life's experiences. That's why the knowledge that's gained through from different uh, authorities are categorized under this type of knowledge. For example, we discuss about mainly the ways are of this knowledge are categorized into two types. First one is the academic knowledge, and second one is the non-academic knowledge. Both of these sources are involved to gain such type of knowledge. For example, academic knowledge or the educational institutions are involved to in this type of knowledge. For example, if we says that university teachers or the different teachers of madaris are categorized in these types, because these teachers, these instructors, instructor of any gym, etc., we can say that they basically teach, or they basically give us the knowledge about a specific subject, about a specific field. That's why basically the difference between academic and non-academic is that the in academic they ways the knowledge were gained through a specific procedure, through a specific plans, while in non-academic procedure we got the knowledge from our non-academic ways. For example, from our house, our home, from our society, but they does not, this is not an organized form of knowledge, as we discuss about the academic knowledge, which is more, much more organized form of knowledge. This types of knowledge we gain from other parents, from other family members, friends, siblings, are the other members of our society. We gain the knowledge from them, but this is not much more organized form of knowledge. Next is the knowledge through the senses. This is an basic and important type of knowledge. Basically, in this type of knowledge we use our five senses: sense of sight, hearing, taste, touch, smell, etc. Okay, for gaining these types of knowledge. First of all, we discuss about the sense of sight. Sense of, for example, there are lot of examples, but as most of my students are the students of biological sciences or the natural sciences, that's why we are I am quoting such types of examples. Behavior of animals, behavior of animals. If we discuss, anyone discuss to the behavior of specific animals or the activities of animals, he or she must observe his behavior by sighting. So the knowledge that we gain through our sighting about the daily activities, about the activity pattern of animals, etc., are categorized under these types, known as the knowledge through the sense of sight. We continue our this video or this lecture into